Hey, Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, and double honor to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect. All right. This lesson will be entitled Be a Magnet to the Spirit. Okay? Because you wanna be involved in as many spiritual things or spiritual matters as you can. You also wanna stay in the spirit. Okay, when you out and about, you know, whether you out and about or you at home, you want to stay in the spirit and you want to have your spirit boosted. Okay, because it's a constant battle being in this flesh, right? The scriptures tell you in Ephesians the 6th chapter about how we are pretty much in a spiritual battle. All right, fighting against this flesh, fighting against the demons, man, the temptations, man, the spiritual demon Satan and his minions. Okay, so to to uh to survive or to endure, rather, you wanna be a magnet to the spirit, man. All right, anything involved in the spirit, whether it be studying or linking up with brothers or going out to the camps, being diligent, you know you need to be involved in it, man, to keep you grounded, if you will. Also praying, man. So without further ado, let me get these scriptures. All right, this is Galatians chapter 5 verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be led of the spirit, you're not under the law. All right. So we gotta walk in the spirit, man. Okay. When you out and about, man, you gotta apply these scriptures. Okay. You gotta apply these scriptures out here in the valley of the shadow of death, which is Babylon the Great, and also, you know, wherever Jake is in captivity at, man. All right. It's like a valley of the shadow of death, man. All right. Because Jake is scattered all throughout the four corners of the world, man, and there's mischief all around us. Okay. That's why you gotta apply these scriptures and remember these proverbs, these these words, man, that's found in the scriptures, man, from wise men. All right, because it's written for our learning. All right, and it's a constant battle between the spirit and the flesh, man. All right. Now let's move on. All right. This is 2 Timothy 2 verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Yeah. Okay. And us being servants and disciples of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, okay, we go out there in the highways and the byways and we teach this word, we preach the gospel. And in order to be able to do those things, you have to study. Okay? You got to study, all right, which is an important aspect of, building your knowledge up. Okay? All right? And wisdom is the knowledge and application of the scriptures, man. And in having wisdom, you make the right choices. All right? And by studying, you read this word, okay? You read about your forefathers, you read about King David, you read about King Solomon, you read about Abraham, you read about Isaac, you read about Jacob, you read about the prophets, Jeremiah, Obadiah, all right, uh, Sirach, Ezra's, all right. That helps you get built up in the spirit, man. Okay. And the more you learn, the more you become humble, the more you appreciate this truth, man. You know. So that's it on that. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 17. It says, "Pray without ceasing." Yeah. And that's how you fight against the flesh, through praying to the Lord, man. Saying the Lord's Prayer. Because we need deliverance out of temptation, man. We need deliverance out of evil, man. Okay. And the only way we do that is by building a relationship with the Most High through praying, which praying is a form of begging the Most High for Him to bless you, and to help you in whatever you need help in. Okay. So it's very important to pray, man. It's very important to pray. Keeps you, keeps your spirit strong, man. All right. You can pray for spiritual things, wisdom. Pray for, a more diligent spirit. Okay. Pray for a more humble spirit. Pray for a more charitable spirit. Okay. So forth and so on. All right. So, Surah chapter 6, verse 35, it says, "Be willing to hear every godly." As a matter of fact, I started verse 34. Surah 6, verse 34. "Stand in the multitude of the elders, and cleave unto him that is wise. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee." Okay. And that's why it's good to watch videos that brothers do, because it's very informative and it's very edificational and educational, because you can always learn. We're ever learning, man, being in this truth. Nobody knows everything, man, right? Knowledge is infinite, so there's always something new that you can learn in this truth. Okay. That's why you got to be willing to hear every godly discourse. Plus, dealing with godly discourse, godly counsel, it's good for your spirit. All right. It's good for especially younger men, as well as all men, all ages. Okay. But especially younger men, so that they can have, discretion, man, when they're moving around about in this wicked world, man. Okay. And having knowledge helps you to prevent you from making certain mistakes that one would make if they weren't in the spirit, if they were given to the flesh. Okay. That's why it's a blessing to have this knowledge, because as younger men, if you have this knowledge, you learn from the mistakes of guys that came before you. You have mentors. Okay. And that's where the order comes in, man. All right. You got the apostles and elders on down, man. All right. And the up and coming elders, then you got the brothers, that's behind them. And then you got new brothers that's coming in. And we can all learn from each other, man. You can learn from the newest brother coming in. You can learn from the men that's seasoned in this thing, that been in this thing for the longest, which is the apostles and elders. Okay. So it says, "And let not the parables of understanding escape thee." Yeah. Let not the parables of understanding escape thee. You want to have that understanding to remain within your spirit, within your mind. Okay. It's very important. The scriptures say, "Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation." All right. So with having that understanding of these parables, okay, first and foremost, you'll be able to go out there and edify and help, do your part in waking the elect up, okay? And, it can be useful in these last days, man. You never know. One of these parables might come to mind, when Jacob's trouble began, all right? Or even, in present times, you might be going through things. You think about something Yahweh Shai said, man, that's spiritual, okay? So that's why it's important, man. Don't let these parables of understanding escape you. You want to keep your sword polished, especially being a teacher, man. You got to stay sharp with these scriptures, man. Because, we in these corrupt bodies, and it can be difficult to remember certain scriptures, man. So you always want to, stay sharp. All right. It says, verse 36, and if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. Okay. Yeah. And I forgot what apostle elder said this, but one of the apostles elders, they made a statement saying that you want there's I believe it might have been Apostle Hall or Apostle Gabar, but I remember they said if you're not if you getting weak in the spirit, one thing you should do is you see a brother that's on fire, meaning that brother is you can tell the spirit is on him heavy. He's charismatic. He's zealous. He's fervent in the spirit when it comes to teaching. He's lively. You know what I mean? He's he's very diligent. Doing his lessons. Okay. And if you see a guy like that, you want to be around that guy, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to be around a guy like that. That's always diligent, man. Always doing videos. Always doing videos and studying and fellowshipping. You want to be around a guy like that, man. All right? You don't want to be by yourself, man. Okay? It's good to be alone sometimes, but you got to have a balance, man. Okay? And I'm going to get into that as well as we go along in this lesson. All right? It says, I'm going to read that part again. It says, Surah 6:36, and if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. Yeah. So you got a man of understanding, you want to be around that guy, man. All right? And you want to pray and hope that some of that fire that's on him some of that fire that's on him rub off on you. And help boost your spirit, man. That's why, it's good to be around brothers, because it boosts your spirit, man. Every Saturday, man, when we go to camp, and when you hear this word, and it's a comforting feeling, and also it's a faith booster, and it's a spirit booster, man. Because you can be down, a lot of times brothers be down in the spirit, being in this hell, being in captivity, working all week, all right, dealing with like how Shai said, you gotta bear your cross. Everybody gotta bear their own cross. So you bear your cross throughout the week, and it's good to just, every Saturday we get like a little release, of all the pent up anger and frustration by going out there and prophesying, man. Say what's on our spirit, all right, and being around that type of energy, it boosts your spirit, all right. I got one more scripture, and I'm gonna close this out. It's Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. Iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. Okay. Yeah. So That's why Yahushua said, when 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there am I in the midst of them. Okay? Because what? These principalities, these spiritual demons, they would try to tempt you when you at your lowest point, which is when you by yourself. Case in point, Eve, right? Eve was tempted when she was alone, when she was away from Adam. Okay, and then you got Yahweh Shai, he was tempted when he was alone in the wilderness, man, when he was fasting. Okay, and that's when the devil strikes. He try to hit you at your lowest point when you by yourself, man. Okay, thoughts come into your head, man. When evil thoughts come into your head, you gotta remember the scriptures, man, and rebuke them thoughts, rebuke, the flesh. All right, and like I said, you want to get counsel from, whether it be the apostle of the great millstone, whether it be, one of your peers or somebody that came in, it's just coming in, can learn from everybody, man. Counsel, it has no counsel has no what's the word? Pretty much you could get advice from, brothers of all walks, you know what I mean? Brothers of all ranks, you know what I'm saying? Counsel, there is no for lack of a better word, there is no limits to counsel. Okay. All right. Yeah, so it says iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. Yeah. It says, whoso keepeth the fig tree. I think that was it. Yeah, that was it on that. I think I got one more. Yeah, I did have one more. I wanted to read Ecclesiastes, the 4th chapter, the 10th verse. It says, I start at verse 9. It says, Ecclesiastes 4:9, 2 are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. Yeah, and you got that lone wolf spirit, man. Right? That's not a good spirit to be in, man. Okay? There's a brotherhood for a reason. Okay? There's different. First and foremost, when you out there in the streets, you might not remember the scripture, but another brother might remember it. All right, or he might come at a whole nother angle on the topic that y'all going into. All right, so it's good to have men out there with you that's well acquainted in these scriptures, man. Okay. It says 2 are better than one, because they have good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he have not another to help him up. Yeah. So don't get it twisted. Sometimes a brother needs to be by himself. You just need to meditate and be alone. Get your thoughts together. Do your own lessons and stuff like that. But there's times where you want to be around brothers, man. Right? There's times where you need to be around brothers, man. Especially brothers that's in good spirits. You know what I mean? Men of understanding. All right, like I said, it's a spirit booster, man. And you want to be a magnet to the spirit, man. All right? Anything spiritual you want to be involved in, man. And it says, again, if 2 lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, 2 shall withstand him. And a 3-4 cord is not quickly broken. Strength in numbers, man. Okay? United we stand, divided we fall, man. That's why Yahushua said what? A kingdom that's divided against itself shall not stand. Right? Look what's going on with Esau right now. All right? I'm talking about the nation of Edom as a whole. Right? There's so much division, There's so much infighting and, strife, and, these people want to push their agenda, and then, the elites want to push their agenda. So you seeing this kingdom crumble before your very eyes, man, due to division. divide and conquer, man. All right. Well, I wouldn't even say divide and conquer because that's what Esau used against. That's what Esau used against the 12 tribes of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American. He divided and conquered you, man, and we crumbled as a nation, man. Okay. But spiritually, the Most High is dividing and conquering these devils, man. Okay. Little by little, this place is going down. So it says, I think that was the point, man. All right. So, you know, I hope y'all sincere listeners and appreciate this lesson, and I hope it was edifying. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.